how to make an amoeba necklace. Stay tuned. Take about 2 feet of this antique copper 16 gauge. Amazing wire, cut it. Yay. And I don't know, make a loop or something, or don't. Let's just make stuff. Okay, let's make loops. What are we doing? I don't know. I don't know what we are doing. We're just making random crazy loops. Amoebas are single-celled organisms that have been fighting to take over the universe many years now. I think we have our amoeba finished. I'm gonna go up here and I don't know what I'm doing with this. Let's make it a loop. There we go. Yay. Let's make it a swirl. That's what I was thinking when I said yay. Amoebas are beautiful in every way. Alright, now let's come down here. This is the important part. Just take this and just go with it. Just wrap it around. I've planned this out very carefully in my head by not planning it. My plan was to not plan, so you would know the power of not planning. Let's finish this right here. Whoa, I'm going in the wrong way. Let's just pull it out. Come out. There we go. And let's do another swirl. Straighten you out first. You are my swirl. Put this swirl down here. I'm bending this into a kind of a convex. First you make it flat, and then you bend the edges around so that the point of contact against the surface will be around the edges. That way it will kind of lay flat when it's up on somebody's chest or however. Now these are all the amoeba's organs represented by a blue mother of pearl. This is abolone seashell. You got to see this up close. So pretty. Wow, like an oil spill. Pretty cool on that side too. Abolone is the best. This is jade. This is a dyed purple jasper. Let's get that focus back. Amethyst, jade, more jade. Red jasper. And what might be red coral, or it might be just dyed halite. These will be the organs of the amoeba, supposedly. I learned from the other video the other day that 20 gauge works really good for this. So now again, same color, antique copper. I'm going to take about a foot and a half of 20 gauge. We're going to take our amoeba, and we're going to take the middle of the 20 gauge. I always like to work from the middle, and just anchor it down at, oh, it's slipping out. Anchor it down at his little tail here, or whatever. Amoebas don't have tail, as far as I know. I don't know, maybe they do. So now we have 2 pieces of wire to work with, and we're just going to slide the stone down each piece, place it where we want, and then crimp it on each side so it stays there. Super easy. This is the part where I would speed up if I had my editing equipment with me. This 20 gauge is kinking a lot for me, I suggest use a thinner than 20. At this point, your structure came from the 16 gauge, so you can use much thinner wire. I'm fighting off the kinks by rolling it and straightening it out and manipulating it and basically telling the wire it shall not win. However, you can avoid this trouble if you use thinner wire. Also, learn the flow of your wire. If you're always moving in the same direction, see how I'm moving this? If you're moving in like a fluid direction in circles, the wire won't kink. It's when you start to move one way and then reverse the other way, focus on that, you get a kink, and then you might want to back up, because if you kink a wire too bad and then you pull too hard, it'll break. And even if it doesn't break, it looks a little bit not as cool or smooth. So sometimes learning the wire, it's not like thread. Wire wants to go in a certain direction, and if you keep flowing in the same direction, it'll be your friend. And then if you try to reverse course suddenly and it gets stuck somewhere and you try to force it, it could kink. But that's just part of the learning. So basically, same as the other video, I'm just threading a stone and then anchoring it to the main piece. Threading it, anchoring it, and I'm just moving my way up this side, and then with the other half of this 16 gauge, I'm going to put the rest of the stones up the other side. And then when I end it, I'll make another swirl. See, by moving the wire in a big loop like this, and then just pulling tighter and tighter, sometimes you need to roll the wire. That way it won't kink as much. Whoa, I barely had enough wire to finish. Don't take 2 feet. I would say take 2.5, maybe 3 feet. And thinner gauge. Yeah, this 20 gauge was not working. 24, 26, even 28 could work. There we go, finished. Disclaimer, I added a tiny little bit of 26 gauge just to tighten up 2 little spots, and I curled it up and hid it under these 2 stones right there. But other than that, it is good. And check out this piece spins. That's kind of fun. It's reversible. I'm not going to fix that. I like that. Let's see how it looks on someone. Can't find my mandrel for making jump rings, so I'm just going to use this paintbrush.